Hi everybody, this is Susie Q from Suze Q Crafter 21.blogspot.com, and today I'd like to share with you a mini that I made for a swap that I host over on Mini Album Scraps. The theme for this swap was to do vintage, and you had to use, another requirement was you had to use toilet paper rolls. With our swaps, with the swap that I host each month for the minis, these particular minis, we alternate. We go from the toilet paper minis to coffee sleeves and the coin envelopes. The coin envelope and the coffee sleeves are actually a combined mini. I say combined, it's a combined swap, and the toilet paper rolls are done by themselves. Now, you can incorporate anything that you want into your mini for the toilet paper one, but you do have to make sure that you use chipboard covers for the front and the back of your minis, and that's one of the requirements for each time that we have the toilet paper mini. And as you can see, I have chipboard on the front of mine with a design on the front, on the edge of that. So this is my front cover, and what I did was I put a flower, a big huge flower on the front. I love flowers, and I use them as much as I possibly can on in my projects. And then I use the Tim Holtz plate here to give it that vintage look on the front. I also was able to add a charm, and on my charm I have several different pieces. And this ticket that I did, I actually got this idea from Miss D. Thank you, Miss D. She did tickets for another swap that I host, Altered Tickets. We do that once a month. And she made her tickets really thick, and I believe she put UT on them. She might have used something else, but I used UT on mine, so now I punched a hole in it to do it as part of my charm. On this front cover, on the inside front cover, I actually have a little pocket here, and inside this pocket is actually this little photo mat. That's what that looks like. That I put, they're going to be inside of this pocket right here. This is an envelope I embossed, and I've stamped. I did a dry emboss on that. On this side, you can actually see that I have tags, and I have a butterfly on the front, and then I have another tag on the inside here, and that's actually stamped as well with a boot. And the piece at the top is some metal corners that a good friend of mine, Leah, she gave me a few of hers. She was generous to give me a few of the ones that she had gotten. She had a bunch, and she gave me a few of hers. And then on this side I have an envelope, and I didn't just want to leave it blank, so I stamped something on the envelope, and I put washi tape on that. And the saying is, love is the master key that opens the gates of happiness. And then I also stamped some more keys on the actual paper, and then I put a rhinestone key down here at the bottom. I have flowers on this side with a butterfly, and it says dream, and that actually came on the paper already, so I didn't have to stamp that. And then I put some more rhinestones, bling, as everybody calls it, on top of that. Now this actual tag folds out, and it has a place where you can put journaling on one side, and then on the other side are two pieces that you can actually put, two pieces of cardstock that I put here, so you can actually put pictures if you wanted to. I really didn't leave a lot of the pages blank, I decorated most of my pages in uh, most of the toilet paper mini the toilet paper rolls. I decorated most of those, so I tried to add as many tags as I possibly could, so you could put pictures on those if you want to. And these are two more tags in the pocket, and then I have a ticket, a larger ticket over here on this side, and this ticket actually has the distress embossing powder on the edge and a stamped image on the middle. Another set of tags here, more tags there, and then on this side, I'm really proud of how this turned out. I actually did, this is what the flower was looking like before. This is a primrose flower that I got these at Tuesday morning in a little tin can. So this is actually a yellow one, but I went ahead and I spritzed it with the Lindsay Stamp Gang sprays, and then I might have inked a little bit over it, but I still wasn't satisfied with the way it looked. So what I did was I went back and I took the flowers and I dipped them in UT, and this is what I came up with. Then I still wasn't really, I liked them. I thought they were really pretty, but it was just missing a little something. So what I did was I took this Pitt's artist pen. You can see it better this one here. It's a Pitt artist pen, and I just went along. It's gold, and I went around the edges, and that's what gives it that finished look around the edges. I just love the way those flowers turned out. Now, this piece, another piece from Leah. She had gotten a bunch of these, and what I did was I just alcohol inked it because it was gold, and I alcohol inked it with I think the ginger, and that's the way that turned. That's how it turned out. I really like the way that turned out. And on this side, this clock, I made this clock out of clay. And it's the clay that you actually put in the oven. Leah, again, she has gotten me into using clay because I swore off of clay for a long time, but I saw how much fun she was having with the clay, so I went ahead and she showed me a video on how you make molds, and this is the mold that I used. I actually used one of the pieces that comes from Michaels to make the actual imprint of the mold, and afterwards, after this, I did this before I actually started the mini, and I had it for several days before I actually painted it. But I did cook it in the oven. You have to cook that particular clay in the oven. And after I cooked it and let it dry, I painted over it with acrylic paint, just regular acrylic paint. And then I used this spray after I let the spray dry. I'm sorry, the paint dry. I used the spray over that. It's this brown flat spray. And then once I got finished with that, I went back and I let that dry first. And then when I got finished letting it dry overnight, I went back and I used my Mod Podge over that to hopefully seal it. And as you can see, I have a key on that side. And this paper, this actual page was so pretty. I didn't want to do anything extra to it. It actually has an embossed diamond pattern in it at the top. And then it has this, as you can see, it has this border going around it. And then I just embellished it right here. And this page, I'm pretty proud of the way this clock turned out. What I did with that is I used the Versamark I use that first, and I use the embossing powder over that, and then I put one embossing powder over it first, and I didn't go in and use the heat at first. What I did was I embossed it on this side too with the Distress embossing powder, and I kind of tried to do it where I had just a little bit of the black fall in on the orange side, but not a whole lot. So I did two embossing powders at one time, and then I actually went in and put the heat to it to get it to seal. And I have one of my dies from Spellbinders. I use that for the back of that, and then another tag with tags underneath that. And the last page, I just have a chipboard die cut, and it says enjoy the journey. And that's it. Again, this is for a swap over at Mini Album Scraps, and we have so many different swaps and so many different things to do over on Mini Album Scraps. And if you don't join any of the swaps, you can still come over and get plenty of inspiration. We have some wonderful, talented members over on the site. And thank you for looking at my mini. And as always, happy crafting and take care.